Joining me now, Steve Forbes, chairman and editor-in-chief of Forbes Media and former Republican presidential candidate. Great to see you today. So that seems significant, though. So Nancy Pelosi in the last few minutes says Dems are willing now to take their offer down from $3 trillion to $2 trillion. The White House wouldn't come to that, at least not yet. What do you make of it?
I don't think it's the numbers per se, whether it's 1, 2, or 3 trillion. What really matters is what's in that package. And I think the biggest thing the president could do to stimulate the economy going into the third and fourth quarters, third quarter now going into the fourth quarter, is suspending the payroll tax. If you're making $40,000 a year, that's the equivalent of $3,000 extra pay, tax-free. If you're an employer, that means hiring somebody at $40,000, that cost suddenly goes down $3,000. He suspends that payroll tax for a period of time, 8 months, 12 months. That would be a very, very powerful stimulant. The real nubbin of the thing, I think, is what they do on unemployment benefits. And right now, I think what they should be pushing for, the Republicans, instead of negotiating on that, instead go for a big individual check for individuals. We did $1,200 per individual in the spring. They should go for $1,500 or $2,000 going into the fall. That would take care of anything that happens on the unemployment benefits, give people money instantly, and lowering the payroll tax, lowering the cost of hiring people. That preserves jobs, creates jobs. Those two things, big individual check, suspending the payroll tax, that would really boost the economy.
You know what's fascinating about what you're saying, at least to me, is, look, there are a lot of smaller government people out there. I don't think you want to see the government get bigger with more deficit. But what you're saying is you got to meet this moment with something big. That's what I hear from you. Look, I want to get your take on the unemployment rate, which fell below expectations last month, down a third straight month, from a high of 14.7% in April. And as for the jobs added, as we said, 1.8 million in July, down from nearly 4.8 million added the month before, but not nearly as close to the 21 million lost in April. What do you make of all of it, Steve?
Well, healing an economy that took such a savage hit as it did in March and April, I think that this is good progress, especially in light of the burst that we had in coronavirus cases in the South and Southwest. And so adding 1.8 million, you continue that in September, October, you're going to get the unemployment rate down to single digits. If anyone in the spring had said we'd go from what people thought would be 20, 25% unemployment down to 8%, which is about where it was when Barack Obama ran for re-election, people would have said, that's phenomenal, can't happen. But it is happening. And we do the right thing on the payroll tax and those individual checks. You see that rate do even better. Businesses are uncertain, and I don't think you're going to get the real rocket rate to the economy till people know what's going to happen in January. Are we going to have a high tax regime, high regulation regime, or low tax regime and a low regulation regime? That's fundamental. You couldn't have a starker choice in November about what course, economic course, the country's going to take.
All right. And also, obviously, a vaccine or some even more vastly effective therapeutics. I want to get to this. You know, a pro-Trump super PAC says it won't be silenced by the woke elite after Facebook has banned its advertising. The head of the group is saying the committee will not be silenced by woke Silicon Valley elites as we expose the real Joe Biden. And part of the problem here, we have reallocated our entire Facebook budget to other online platforms so Americans can see the whole truth, not just Facebook's truth. So, Steve, part of the problem here is that Facebook has put itself into what I thought Zuckerberg said they weren't going to do, and that's fact-checking business. Do they have a fiduciary responsibility to do that, or is this stomping on free speech?
Well, Facebook and these other high-tech giants, and I thought Facebook until now was doing the right thing, saying unless it's illegal or egregiously offensive, they weren't going to try to police each and every piece that goes online, was the right thing to do. But doing what they just did now just stokes the anti-high-tech attitude that you get both on the left and the right, needlessly making enemies. Conservatives and libertarians would be the natural allies of companies like Facebook. But they egregiously kick them in the shins, Facebook and others, Google especially, kick them in the shins unnecessarily. So that was a mistake on Facebook's part. They should continue to say, unless it's egregiously wrong, we're going to let things run and let the public judge whether you like or not likes a particular political ad.
Yeah, so they cherry-picked, as you say, this pro-Trump super PAC from advertising on the platform.
And they asked for
over,
trouble.
quote, unquote,
they're just going to dig themselves in
content.
deeper unnecessarily.
All right. Steve Forbes, I can't wait for you to come back on the program. Thank you.